This is for ABRSM Grade 3 Theory. This is question 3.1 and 3.2. Both questions ask you to tick the correctly written key signature for a particular key. Now we have two things to consider here. First of all, we have to work out what is the key signature of that particular key. And then the second thing, we have to work out whether it's written correctly. So you have to know the order of the sharps and the flats for the key signatures, and you also know how to place them on the stave. So let's take stage one of the question. We have F minor. Now we know F minor is related to a major, so we've got F minor and its relative is A flat major. Now we find this by going up 3 semitones from F, which you can do in your head or you can do on a keyboard. Start on F and go up 3 semitones, or you could use your circle of fifths. If you need to work out how to draw a keyboard or to use your circle of fifths and draw one of those, I have videos on those. So we now know it's A flat major, and A flat major has B flat, E flat, A flat and D flat. So we know that it can't possibly be the first two because they're sharps, and it can't possibly be the last one because that is just a B flat. So this one is an easy question. You just tick the only option available with 4 flats. Now question 2 is a little more tricky. It asks you to show the correctly written key signature of A major. Now A major, if we know from our circle of fifths, has 3 sharps. That's F sharp, C sharp and G sharp. Okay, so we can automatically say that it's not this one. So now we have 3 key signatures in the bass clef which have 3 sharps, and we have to work out which one is the correct one. Now, if we have a look at each of these, you need to look and work out whether or not the order is correctly written onto the stave. So this first one here, we have a correctly written F sharp, then we have a C sharp and we have a G sharp. So that's looking good. We're going to go on to the next question. Now that is kind of how you would place the sharps if you were in the treble clef. So that's not quite right. That's an A sharp, that's an E sharp, and that's a B sharp. So definitely not that one. Okay, let's go on to the next one. And we've got an F sharp, and we've got a C sharp, and we've got a G sharp. So we've got 2 possibles. Now, next thing we have to do is to work out which has been ordered correctly and placed on the stave in the correct way. So if we look at the first one here, you can see that the sharps kind of go up, and if there was another sharp, it would be going upwards in this direction. Now I've written the order of sharps down below, and again you can see that it kind of like goes up like that, and that's correct. And it's the same for the treble clef. So the order of the sharps go up, and flats do the opposite. So the flats go down when they're correctly positioned on the stave. So let's have a look. This one here is not quite right because that G sharp should be higher. So you can see that we are heading down, and that's not quite right. So definitely not that one. And the answer that we're going to go for is this one because it has the correct sharps and they're in the correct location.